The Super Media Bros podcast is a founding member of the OddPods Media Network.
Super Media Bros.
Dude, holy shit, what a week.
What a time to be alive, huh?
Yeah, there is a lot. There's a lot to unpack. And we'll get to that in just a second.
Where do we even begin?
Well, we can begin with welcome to episode 231 of the Super Media Bros podcast. I'm Richie.
I'm Devin.
And we are going to be talking about All Elite Wrestling and New Japan Pro Wrestling Forbidden Door, AEW Blood and Guts, and the just now happening results of the Royal Rampage.
Yeah, we didn't even get to watch the full show, but we did want to catch up on the actual Rumble match because that actually holds some stakes within the show. Whether it's going to be a filler title match or not, it's still something worth reporting.
Sure. Let's get into Forbidden Door. So I want to preface this. We would both like to preface this by saying this was a fucking hell of a stacked card. And we mean no disrespect to any of these matches by saying we're not going to be spending a shit ton of time on them because while there were a lot of really, cool lineups and shit, there were some standout matches on this card. Dare I say the whole fucking card was standout, but the fact that you had matches that went above and beyond, like, holy shit, 4 fucking matches on the buy-in, dude. When's the fucking last time we had more than a match or 2 on the buy-in that didn't just suck balls?
Bruh, that's the thing. Like, okay, for me personally, top to bottom, this was a great show.
Sure.
Like none of these matches were bad. None. Honestly, just as, like, sheer entertainment value, and maybe it's just my fandom, because I love AEW and I love NJPW. So this was kind of catered to me and like my demographic, but this was honestly the most fun that I've had during a pay-per-view in years.
Oh, same, dude. And that's the coolest part is it was really cool to see some people that have still been around after so long and to see some fresh faces and to see where the Bullet Club has gone after so long and all these other fucking cool superstars and wrestlers on these. And I don't mean the superstars as in the WWE. I mean, like, these are fucking megastar professional wrestlers.
Yeah.
Like, for fuck's sake, like, we'll get to it later, but when you have Tanahashi, who is arguably the Bret Hart of Japan, in the main event with Moxley, who, in my opinion, is like a modern day Steve Austin with his fucking attitude and just fuck you, I mean, he's absolutely the top level.
See, it's funny that you said that. I kind of saw Tanahashi as more of the Cena, not in a disrespectful way of like work rate or anything like that, but more along the lines of like how he's perceived by the fans. And Okada to me is kind of like the Ric Flair. And just how he presents himself. Just that atmosphere. I don't know. That's kind of how I always interpreted his character. Now, mind you, my knowledge of NJPW, I cannot confirm nor deny that they are bootlegs. So I get no commentary, subtitles, no dub. So there might be some key pieces to this puzzle that I'm not getting. Some loss in translation here, but that's what I always got out of it.
Yeah, I mean, well, Tanahashi, from what I was able to watch of him, that's how I perceive him. He's got that ability to sell, the ability to get the fuck over with people. He's beyond loved. But let's start all the way at the beginning, okay? I'm not gonna lie. Even the pre-show matches were pretty fun, and dare I say that the crowd was hot all night, which
oh my
was
god, yeah,
that lent everything to this pay-per-view.
Which, how crazy is that? Because going in, that was a concern of mine, was not the match quality, but would the crowd be like, oh yeah, this is cool, but man, the original concept was so much better, but all these injuries.
Yeah, I gotta say, yeah, that's a good point to bring up. Look, the company is missing several stars. Like, I mean, notably CM Punk. A ton of other injuries that had happened before. Hell, a couple of them during. Good Lord. But the fact that they still have enough people that this pay-per-view went off without a hitch, really.
Yeah.
And fucking delivered. That says something for everybody that's like, AEW's got a bloated roster. Good fucking thing.
I know, dude.
See WWE pull this bullshit off. They're like, we got to call Brock Lesnar and Bill Goldberg.
Dude, and this is one of the things whenever I was looking at the list of injured stars, and I have like a little group chat full of wrestling fans that I went to school with and everything, and I was like, yeah, that's horrible. That's so sad. Bryan Danielson, that was one that I was most looking forward to mixing up with some Japanese guys. CM Punk in Chicago, that's always fantastic. But I was looking at the list and I was like, huh, good. Not good, but good for the mid-carders. Step the fuck up.
Oh, we're definitely going to get to that, okay? So, the first 4 matches, I'm not going to lie. I liked them, but I was mostly looking forward to the main show.
Well, yeah, but that's the point of a pre-show.
Sure. But you got like Lance Archer, who is grossly underused in this company. I'm sorry. Yeah, going up against Nick Camarado, you already knew how that shit was going to end because everybody from the factory, they're just kind of there.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, even before then, like, Goto and Yoshihashi wrestled Solo and QT Marshall or whatever the fuck he's doing.
Marshall.
I don't give a shit.
Respect on his name.
Right. I mean, like, Goto and Yoshihashi won their match. Archer obviously won his match. And then Swerve and Our Glory, which I still don't get this team up. This has got to lead to a feud between the two of them because they're not doing shit with either one of these guys. Actually went over Suzuki Gun.
Indifferent. As far as like who won, I'm kind of indifferent. As far as like what they're doing with them, dude, before they did the pun intended swerve at the Battle Royal, I thought there was a kind of decent chance that they could take the straps off of Jungle Boy.
No, I really see either of these guys right now in the TNT title picture.
Okay, yeah.
Because let's be honest, the TNT championship really needs to be more elevated. And that is not a knock on Scorpio. That is a knock on the booking. They need to feature him more prominently, dude.
Well, to be fair, he's injured as well.
I know that, but what I'm saying is, even before he was injured, they didn't feature him prominently.
Yeah, whenever Wardlow made a comment about how the TNT title has been diminished as of late, I was like, motherfucker, that's a shoot. Whether you meant it or not, that was a shoot.
It's true. And I hope they put it on Wardlow.
Oh, they will.
Wardlow.
There's not a doubt in my mind.
Wardlow right now is the guy to put that belt on to give it some fucking credibility. Because whoever beats him for that is going to go, like, their stock is going to go through the fucking roof.
Absolutely.
So, aside from that, I'm expecting Lee and Strickland to have a feud somewhere down the road. Gun Club and Max Caster with Anthony Bowens. Let's be honest, dude. That motherfucker, wheelchair or not, is over as fuck.
Yeah, he is. I love him.
I do too. Defeated Uemura and the fucking New Japan LA Dojo. Like, this is the point where I started going, how are they determining the booking of the company's like respective stars? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Okay. Like I said, I have not had this much fun with a pay-per-view in years. But if I were to pen and paper nitpick it, and again, I'm not going to talk about the injuries because that's something that you just simply can't help. There were some instances where it's AEW and NJPW guys versus AEW and New Japan guys. And I don't know, I found that to be a little odd. I think I would have preferred if there was almost a Survivor Series-esque matchup, you know, where it was teams of the two respective companies.
Yeah.
Now, I looked into it and the buy rate was fine. Like, it was very good. I want to say that they did 127,000 buys. You multiply that by 55 because of the dollars. They made it just shy of like $7 million. So there's no doubt that they'll do it again. So it can only look up. You know, they'll tinker with the concept here and there.
Right. So in the next match, Minoru Suzuki and La Sex Gods, like, I think it's fucking funny that okay, look, I don't even know if this was the original plan, but I want to say this was like an audible getting called where, look, Sammy Guevara and Ty Conti just got literal go away heat from everybody and their fucking mom. And you know that Jericho, this had to be a Jericho idea where he probably went to Tony and was like, look, the kids fucking hate it. Please put him back with me. It's not like you can go wrong teaming Guevara and Jericho. They're fucking hilarious with each other. They play off each other so damn well.
And even though Ty Conti's got some go-away heat, goddamn.
Yeah. Think about the fact that Sammy has got a female heater.
Yeah.
Like, that's fucking cool as shit, though.
It's cool because, like, she doesn't even have to do anything. Literally, it's so bad. I hate that I'm amused by this. She could just show up and people hate her.
That's true heat, dude.
Yeah.
Like, that's perfect. That's great. Like, fucking capitalize on it. The fact that they turned him heel, they went ahead and leaned into it. That's what needed to happen.
Justice for Pam, though.
Yes. So they beat Eddie Kingston, Shota, and then Wheeler Yuta. And I'm like, okay, are we just gonna fucking, like, you know, it was also at this point where I'm like, are we just gonna fucking job out all the NJPW fucking guys?
Mm-hmm.
Even though Suzuki was on their team, I'm still like, fuck.
And Suzuki, to me, I just adore that man.
Oh, I love Minoru Suzuki so much, man. Fucking personality and charisma for miles, bro.
God, and how he just eats that shit, too. Whenever they fucking beat the piss out of him, he's just like, do it again.
Oh, him and fucking Kingston going chop for chop.
Oh, my God, dude. I loved it.
Look,
and you know Kingston being a huge NJPW guy. You know, it was hard for him to contain that smile. You know it.
Oh, yeah, because, like, Kingston is a big New Japan guy and a big Terry Funk guy. So he wants to be that, well, he is that hard ass. Let's be honest, dude.
Yeah.
But I enjoyed this match. It was almost a 20-minute match for a 6-man tag. I was like, that was good. And at that point I was sitting there going, okay, this is one of the matches of the night, because it really was very, very well done. And the stipulation was that the winning team got the 1-man up advantage at Blood and Guts. So that was obviously the Jericho Appreciation Society. And then we move along to, now, this is where I'm sitting here going, are they really jobbing out all the fucking NJPW guys? To me going, okay, this was the right fucking call because I know exactly where this is headed. And that's FTR, United Empire, and Roppongi Vice for the Ring of Honor and IWGP tag belts. I want to say something. The IWGP Tag Team Championships need updated heavily because they still looking fucking like pawn shop.
True.
It's the blemish on, like, there's no shine to these belts anymore. And, like, they used to look really prestigious, but I'm looking at them, I'm like, God damn, man, they don't even fucking take care of them bitches anymore.
And it's so funny because then you turn it over to the actual IWGP title and it's so, like, glossy. Like, I did warm up to that title. I really did. But you're never going to beat the previous one before it.
Right. You know what makes me laugh, though? I started looking at that championship whenever they first introduced it. I was like, that's fucking wild. It looks like a Hot Topic belt buckle. Like, you know that they could sell that shit as a belt buckle and make just tons of money. Oh, yeah.
I was thinking Power Rangers, but yeah.
And then the other thought that came to my head was, oh my God, it's like the modern day version of the fucking Winged Eagle belt.
And that's what I needed to adjust to, because at first, like I said, you're never going to beat that other one.
No, I'll be honest, man. The original IWGP heavyweight title and the Intercontinental title were two of my favorite designs in that company.
Oh, argue like world. Like it was
Sure.
beautiful. I love that title. And that's the thing. Whenever you go from literal perfection to just a very cool concept piece, it's gonna be like, well, that's not as good. But then you got to see it for what it is, and it really did warm up to me. And then I had to also think about the generation that it is representing. And I'm like, no, this is actually a very accurate description of the current day NJPW.
Yep, because it in a weird way, it kind of honors the tradition, but it pushes it in a completely new direction.
Yeah, I thoroughly enjoy it. Kudos to Kata Ibushi for designing it.
No
he did
shit.
a really good job.
Yeah. So, and here's the thing. I knew FTR was going to win this match. I still, shed some tears. I was so fucking happy for them.
I shed some tears for another gentleman, but we'll get to that later.
Right. But what I'm saying is, FTR, it's like, okay, so United Empire had just won these fucking titles, okay? So, in my mind, I'm like, damn, I know FTR are going to win, but are they really going to take it off of them so quickly? And then I thought to myself, I think this is going to lead to a winner take all with the Bucks and FTR.
There's not a doubt in my mind. Now, the Bucks get a little bit of heat from people. I've noticed this, though. They are smart enough to know better.
Well, I already know. I saw something where they were booked originally to win the IWGP belts too, but they thought it was a more interesting and cooler story for FTR to have all these fucking championships.
Yeah.
Which they're not wrong. Because FTR is over as fuck right now.
They are. And so well-deserving.
To me, they are like a modern-day Hart Foundation / Tully and Arn.
I love them so much. Here's my hot take, okay? And the victory that they had at Forbidden Door kind of adds a little bit of weight to my theory. After FTR beats the Bucks, I don't think it's going to be winner take all every single time. It would just be an AEW team going for the AEW tag, the Acclaimed. Think about how naturally over they got organically and to the extent and how it is continuing to grow. Whenever they come out and Max starts rapping, people shut the fuck up and listen. I think Tony Khan sees dollar signs in that shit, and rightfully so. It's not going to happen anytime soon, and they need to, put the gas pedal on booking them properly instead of as jobbers, but I wouldn't be surprised if they Acclaimed as the next tag team champions after FTR.
I don't think they'll be the next ones after FTR, but I definitely do see them holding the titles in the future. But I do believe that should FTR win, they deserve a very long run.
Oh, yeah. I'm not saying 3 months and they're done. No. I'm just saying my prediction would be 8 months or some bullshit.
Yeah, because let's be honest, dude. Fucking the Lucha Brothers got a really tough break with their fucking reign.
Yeah.
Full pun intended on that one. Jungle Boy and Luchasaurus had a very lackluster title reign.
It was, which is so weird because they were on television frequently. At their last title defense, I remember them saying the number of defenses. I was like, well, damn, this was eventful, but there was just no story to it, so it felt uneventful.
That's because I really fucking think they called that audible during that match with Lucha Bros, and they had to fucking win.
Yeah.
Because there was no way Ray was going to be able to fucking... he didn't wrestle for a couple months after that, dude. Mm-hmm. He was out for a fucking while with that elbow injury. So, I don't know, dude. FTR needs to be one of those champions, or well, they are, but they should be booked where it's whoever they put over had better be the next big fucking thing.
Right.
Let's move on to the AEW All-Atlantic Championship. This is a brand new championship that was introduced, and it looks fucking beautiful.
It's so sick.
A lot of people out there are starting to be like, oh, there's too many titles. No, in my opinion, there's not enough titles in AEW right now. This is a big deal for the mid-card. This and the TNT Championship gives the mid-card guys something to fucking wrestle for.
And that's the thing. When they first introduced the TNT title, I was like, please don't. okay, that's fine, but don't do any more, you know? After a couple of years, though, it's like, that roster is a lot bigger. So I'm more lenient with it. At first, whenever they announced a new title, I was like, I don't know about that. But then I saw it, I was like, okay, that's kind of cool, though.
Yeah.
I like it. I like the concept, too.
I do, too. This belt and the title of the belt reminds me of, like, AWA and Mid-South wrestling shit, and that's fucking classic. Like, it was better than calling it, like, any company could be like, we're going to do a U.S. title or a fucking Intercontinental title. No, All Atlantic sounds fucking cool as shit.
It does. And the lineup here was great because here's the thing. I thought that it would either be Malachi Black or Miro winning.
Yeah, Miro was my pick for sure.
And to me, Miro is tailor-made to hold that belt. He just represents that. Me, I was leaning towards Malachi as a personal bias. Love Miro, don't get me wrong. Love Pac, don't get me wrong. But I'm just like, fucking Malachi, man. I fucking love this dude.
I'll be honest. I wasn't expecting Pac to win this at all, but no, dude, I'm happy for him.
I am too. He was like the dark horse because as I'm watching it, two things stuck out to me. I was thinking, okay, the addition of Connor. Clark Connors is very good. He won us all over really quickly. The only thing that I have to say, not even as a dig towards him, and I don't want this to be what the card was supposed to be versus what we got. I don't want to make it that. It's just something that I noticed. There were multiple instances where it was Miro going against this dude, and I was like, dude, you can tell that, like, on paper, this was supposed to be a hoss versus a hoss with Tomohiro Ishii.
Yeah, dude. What an unfortunate fucking, like...
And he's one of my guys, dude. I fucking love Ishii.
I know, man. Fuck.
Get well soon, dude. But no, their Audible did great. Like, he's a very sound worker, and even though nobody believed that he would win, as the underdog story, people bought into it.
Sure. And I mean, he deserved to be there if it wasn't going to be Ishii, because I mean, that's who he fucking wrestled to get there.
Yeah, like I thoroughly enjoyed it. Now once Malachi hit the Black Mist on Miro, I was like,
oh, it's over.
Fuck. Oh, fuck. Like, my whole living room erupted with all my friends. Like, we were like, let's fucking go. Let's go. And then when Pac won, we were like, what the fuck? Okay, yeah, let's go.
Yeah, no shit. Because, look, Pac has been here since fucking damn near day one.
Yeah.
I would call him an AEW original for fucking sure.
Yeah, he's one of the OGs. I would classify him as such, yeah.
And he's one of the hardest working dudes on that roster. He never misses. He never fucking misses in his matches. He's so good.
Not only that, the Black Arrow, dude, first of all, not one of the best top rope finisher in professional wrestling. Since he started doing it, I ain't seen that motherfucker botch that shit once.
Nope.
Like, he hits it picture perfect every time. I cannot wrap my head around it.
This win from Pac, which we all knew that this was what this championship was going to be. This is the workhorse title.
Yeah.
This is what, and I'm going way out on a fucking limb here because we've only just seen this victory and this championship has just been introduced. This is what the WWE Intercontinental title wishes it was right now.
Which is unfortunate. Because the lineage of that title, I don't know.
I have hope that Walter will do some good to bring the fucking prestige of that championship.
Gunther. His name is Gunther.
I still call him Walter, bro.
I know. I'll slip up every now and again too. But no, he's very fucking good. Like, he's excellent.
He's put the work in. Dude, that weight drop and that cutting that he's been doing, fucking, he deserves it.
He looks like a fucking star.
That's what I'm saying. So hopefully that'll be a thing. But I have high hopes for this championship, and I have high hopes for Pac holding it. I hope he has a really good, lengthy reign.
Oh, I think he will. Even though, like, a lot of people say, well, Malachi doesn't need a title. He can just be that main event guy. Kind of like Undertaker. He didn't have that many reigns. I hear you. I do. I don't care. I want to see it.
I want to see Malachi Black and CM Punk.
Oh my God. And you know they're friends in real life, so that would be so fucking sick.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
So just wait for that world title match, because you know that's coming in the next year.
Oh, you gave me a boner.
Sorry. Is that what hit the microphone just now?
Yeah.
Oh, fuck.
Shit. Easy, big fella. Easy.
Dudes with attitudes goes over Bullet Club. Okay. This fucking match was goddamn amazing, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Can we just point out the fact that Sting is, 62 years old? This motherfucker probably has his AARP card.
Oh, he absolutely does.
This motherfucker comes flying off the top of the fucking stage on all these bastards. And there is a picture right now floating around on the internet. And if you go to @Sting on Twitter, he posted it. Somebody took a snapshot of him mid-flight coming down. And the first fucking thought that I had was, this is a Renaissance painting. My boy coming down from the heavens.
Dude.
Whooping that ass.
Dude, that shit was so fire. And the match was great, too.
Sting is having one of the best runs of his entire fucking career right now.
How crazy is that?
It's insane to think that he's only competed in tag matches, but he's having like a literal second Hall of Fame worthy career.
And you can tell that he's having so much fun.
And that's the point. Like, you know, we grew up on Sting.
Mm-hmm.
I watched Sting go from the fucking like surfer muscle man gimmick to the
Damn, you're old as fuck.
Right. I watched him go from, well, I take that back. I watched him go from the fucking Blade Runners with fucking Hellwig.
Damn, you're old as fuck.
Yeah. I watched him go from the Blade Runners to the fucking surfer dude to the Crow to the Icon to the Joker Sting to WWE fucked him over Sting to this Sting.
I'll never understand why they did that.
It's because they could.
No, but it just makes no sense.
I know. This is how you book Sting. Sting does not need to win world titles. Sting is there to do one thing only, be an attraction, and at the same time putting over and giving the rub to literally anybody he shares a ring with. I don't give a fuck if I am the hottest thing going in a pro wrestling company. If you tell me, hey, Sting is going to come out there and just kick your ass tonight, fucking sign me up, dude.
Yeah.
I would get my ass thrown all over that son of a bitch.
Oh, dude, I'll sell that shit like $1 million.
You fucking right. Like, if he chops me, I'm going to sell it like I got shot. I'm going to fall out that fucking ring. I'm going to just, I'm going to
be selling like Shawn Michaels versus Hogan.
You're fucking right, but respectfully.
Yeah. The intent will be different.
That's right. Dudes with attitudes go over the fucking Bullet Club. El Phantasmo, Matt Jackson, and Nick Jackson, which this was supposed to be, this is another injury-ridden match. This was supposed to be an 8-man tag.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they did what they could, and it wound up being fun anyway.
Yeah, I mean, dude, the whole show, like I said, was just fun. Like, I just enjoyed it.
Right. Now, the only match on this card that I remember being the only time where it was an AEW only match was Thunder Rosa and Toni Storm for the women's championship.
You are correct.
And I, no bullshit, really thought they were going to put it on Toni.
Yeah, you had predicted that to me, and I didn't see it. I don't know.
It was a close call only because, look, and again, they haven't booked Thunder Rosa the way she needs to be fucking booked, man.
I know.
It's disappointing because she's fucking wonderful. Like, I mean, she follows us on Twitter.
Yeah.
Like we're some peasant ass motherfuckers in the boot.
I know. What's she doing?
She being cool as fuck is what she doing.
Know.
You know, and I'm sitting there going, like, I thought they were going to fuck her over. That's the only reason why I said I think they're going to put the belt on Toni, because they haven't booked her that great. And I'm sitting here going, man, I'm really, like, I would have been happy with whoever won the match, but like, just because I predicted Toni Storm to win the match doesn't mean that's who I wanted. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's one of those instances of, yeah, Tony deserves it, but let the story play out.
Tony Storm or somebody needs to dethrone fucking Cargill's ass is what needs to happen.
Oh, you're not feeling it?
No, it's not that, dude. I love Jade. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah,
she's
that's
great.
why I'm confused.
No, I love Jade. What I'm saying is, I know it's another situation where whoever she puts over for that championship is going to be like a megastar.
Okay.
It's not like Tony Storm isn't a megastar already. But let's be honest. They royally fucked over Ruby Soho. They kind of almost dropped the ball with Tony Storm whenever they had her and Baker kind of going back and forth. I've said this a million times. Baker, the person, cool. Baker, the wrestler, nah, I'm sick of it. Let these other women please have a fucking moment in the ring. I don't know who the fuck is going to dethrone Cargill, but I would hope to God that it's Ruby Soho or Tony Storm.
Neither is my prediction. My prediction is either Statlander or, and hear me out, this is if she has decided to continue with her ventures, Sasha, if she doesn't go Hollywood.
Mercedes. Okay. If they brought her in, which Thunder Rosa won this match, by the way.
Yes. And it was a good match.
Yes, it fucking was. It was very fucking solid 10 minutes. If they bring Mercedes in and they just have her like come right in and beat her.
Oh, I wouldn't do it like that.
I fucking wouldn't do that either.
No.
I was going to say, like, it would drop Jade Cargill's stock so fucking hard.
No, I'm saying build it up. Like,
sure. Show
her doing like #1 contenders. What I would do is right out of the gate, Mercedes would challenge her, and Jade is like, hold on. Oh yeah, you did all that across the pond, but you in my waters now.
True.
You need to prove yourself. And start off small. Have her beat some local talent at like a Rampage or some bullshit. Then on Dynamite, have her be one of their lower card women. And then keep going forward until finally she's beaten up all of the baddies. And now it's just her and Jade. That's how I would book that. If it were to happen. I don't even know if Tony Khan wants to deal with that just because of reputation and everything. If he does, I don't blame him. She is an asset to a roster in terms of matches. If he doesn't sign her, I don't blame him because attitude.
WWE is currently trying to smooth shit over with her right now. So this is a long fucking shot.
Oh yeah. And like I said, that it's just an idea that I had. I think my most realistic prediction would be Chris Statlander taking it off of Jade, but I wouldn't mind it. I don't know. It's just it's a stomach feeling.
Yeah, I get it. So we're going to move on to the final 4 matches, okay? I want to preface this one with probably, I don't give a shit who this pisses off. If you were one of the people bitching about the fact that Will Ospreay had to wrestle Orange Cassidy, go fuck yourself because you don't know shit about fuck. I called this motherfucking shit on our goddamn Twitter page. I have been fucking saying this shit. Y'all haven't fucking seen what this man can do in a ring. And I knew from the moment this match got fucking announced that it was going to be a goddamn classic, and it fucking was. Orange Cassidy and Will Ospreay put on a fucking clinic in this match.
They did. They really did. And here's the thing. If Andrade is telling the truth, that would have been an excellent match as well. It probably would have lived up to this standard here. But dude, it was such a fun match. Like, what the fuck? And there are some people that are going to say, like, oh, I didn't care for it. I just don't like Orange. Well, fuck you then, because this was... I had no gripes with this whatsoever. This was fucking great.
Most people that don't like Orange Cassidy just don't fucking get it.
And that is fair, because some people also don't get Danhausen. It's different things for different people. I understand that.
Yeah.
Match quality is match quality, I feel like.
Yeah, and here's my other thing. Orange Cassidy has one of the most off-the-wall, out-of-this-world type gimmicks.
Mm-hmm.
It's based on Andy from Wet Hot American Summer. For fuck's sake, it's perfect. It's if Paul Rudd was a wrestler.
Mm-hmm.
He has got the it factor. He is mega fucking over. He can wrestle. This gimmick is over as hell. And he can also look good and make anybody else look good who he's in the ring with. Will Ospreay does not need that help. This was, if anybody wants to say Orange had a breakout match, he's had a few of them, but I dare say this is the match that proved a lot of fuckers wrong. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Now, with that said, he also got a new theme on Wednesday at Blood and Guts.
Yeah, that was his indie theme.
Yes. So, I know that. I guess I should have said quote unquote new, but you get what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I guess my question is, at what point do we strap a rocket to the guy?
I think now's the time.
Yeah, because my thing is, Tony Khan clearly loves the guy, and he's clearly over with the fans like humongous. Kids dress up as him, adults dress up as him, gets huge reactions, standing ovation at Forbidden Door. He's been an original. Dude, there's like, and it's actually not even inaccurate when some people say it disparagingly, but I think of it as a compliment. They say he's their mascot.
That is definitely not a put down.
No, to me, that's a badge of honor.
That is a big fucking deal. Like, if you can be one of, if not the face of a company.
How is that a problem? But some people, I don't know. You know how people are.
Orange Cassidy is extremely marketable.
But that's what I'm saying is, now's the time to really fucking do something with the guy. Because let's see what he can fucking do. And now let's really put the naysayers to bed. You know, because if anybody can have a good match with Will Ospreay, and you know that's going to be what they're going to say. They're all going to say, well, it's Will Ospreay. They're going to ignore the fact that he can hang with him. They're going to turn it. You know they are. Make him a fucking champion. Then they'll shut up.
And this was for the IWGP US Championship. And I'll leave everybody with this. The fact that literally that entire arena bought into every pinfall that he made on Ospreay. They thought for a few of these he was going to fucking win.
Mm-hmm.
That's how you fucking know. Orange Cassidy ain't no fucking joke.
And this is what's so crazy to me. I just want one more thing. Whenever people ridicule like the little love tap kicks and all that stuff, it's not like motherfuckers are selling it.
No, that's mind games, man.
Yeah, like it's like I don't know. I don't, like you said, they don't get it. And I get that they don't get it, but it's still like, guys, why are you so angry?
Right? Like Cassidy does that to get in your head, and it's funny as fuck. Zack Sabre Jr., who was supposed to wrestle Bryan Danielson, we all knew it was coming. We all fucking knew it was coming.
I said it the moment it happened. Did I not text you?
Oh, no. I was sitting there like, there's no fucking way they don't do this.
Dude, you not even discrediting any of the matches here.
Sure. Okay, I'm going to skim through this one because the way this match finished was kind of scary. Mm-hmm. So it's Jay White, Adam Page, Okada, and Adam Cole. A 21-minute match was really fucking good.
Yes.
Adam Cole, like we find out later, Adam Cole suffers a concussion mid-match and ducks under Okada's finisher and just fucking falls the fuck over, and an audible gets called by Jay White to the ref, and he just pins Cole and just kind of leaves, and everybody was like, what the fuck just happened?
Yeah, so whenever it happened, okay, I thought two things. No, first of all, I knew immediately that he was injured. I was like, that's a fucking audible. And everybody around me was like, how can you tell? I was like, first of all, it's abrupt.
It was a lackluster finish, which, I mean, and I'm not dogging it. It needed to happen.
No, that's like saying, oh yeah, the Owen Hart versus Steve Austin match was good, but the ending sucked. Well, yeah, no shit. He was fucking broke neck.
Yeah.
You know, like, yeah, you can't, dude, no ill will. You know, no grudge here. Fantastic match. Did your best. But I was like, also, if you paid attention, he tried to kick out right there.
He sure did.
And Jay was just like, no, fucking stay down.
Yep. I think that was instinctual, honestly.
Yeah, and good on Jay. And respect for Adam for putting out his heart. You know, he tried.
Yeah, and all you sons of bitches out there, this is another, like, go fuck yourself thing. All you motherfuckers out there that are body shaming Adam Cole, go fuck yourself.
Yeah, what's going to happen if, not wishing this, but what happens if Adam Cole comes out one day and says, oh yeah, I was actually fighting like a tapeworm or whatever the fuck.
Or fighting some kind of like eating disorder or something.
Yeah.
Like, go fuck yourselves. Like, he's just fine.
Yeah.
Fuck off.
But as far as the match goes itself, that was another thing, was what actually happened. Because everybody was like, well, what do you think happened? And I was like, I don't know. And I thought for a minute, I was like, wait, what arm was Okada pulling for the ripcord?
You thought it was his shoulder.
Yeah, like, that's what I instinctively thought. And by the time we finished the pay-per-view, tried to rewind it on Bleacher Report, we couldn't go that far back to see. But find out the next day that it was the opposite arm. So Okada, you're safe. We cannot fuss at you.
No.
The only thing that it really affected was the lackluster ending. I predict like it probably would have gone on another 4 minutes. Everybody would have hit their finisher because you know they were going to hit that Rainmaker at some point.
Got to get our shit in.
Yeah, like, which I would have popped so huge for. I fucking love Okada.
I do too, man. But other than that, a very great match too.
Oh yeah, like, to me it lived up, you know. It was fantastic. It's just unfortunate, and I just hope that Adam Cole gets better.
Yeah, I do too. Main event, Moxley and Tanahashi for the interim AEW World Championship. I know a lot of us out here were like, hey, put the title on Tanahashi, you fucking cowards. But let's be realistic.
Yeah.
I say let's be realistic, but dude, towards the end of this match, the crowd looked like they were turning on John.
They were. I caught that too. And it wasn't even like a fuck John Moxley thing. It was just kind of like, dude, how cool would it be if Tanahashi could defend the title in New Japan, blah, blah, blah. And also it would have been a nice little rub, you know, make NJPW say, oh, so we'll do business with you again because this benefited us greatly. And then thirdly, you could have used that as a catapult to still have the Punk and Tanahashi match.
Correct. However, we don't know how long Punk is going to be out.
No.
Right now, we expect it to be Moxley and Punk. I would love to see that match. However long he's going to be out for, do you think Moxley loses this championship between now and then?
No, I think...
I don't want him to.
No, Mox is the official, like... He's the MVP of that company in the sense that anytime something goes wrong, you can count on this dude.
Dude, he right now is getting the most deserved do-over in company history because this man carried AEW on his fucking back through the pandemic, through lockdown. He carried that championship to no crowd. He lost it to almost no crowd. John deserves a decently lengthy run with full crowds again.
Mm-hmm.
The man is insanely fucking over. The Blackpool Combat Club is probably the coolest fucking stable in professional wrestling right now, next to Bullet Club.
Yes.
John just has the charisma. He's one of the most real sons of bitches out there aside from Kingston.
Mm-hmm.
Give me all of these matches. Like, swear on everything. Moxley is one of those guys that also never misses. He's very dependable. He's even said it himself. He's like, I don't do all that high flying bullshit or these fucking dives and all this crap like that, but I go out there and I bust my ass and I try to give you guys a show. And he fucking does, dude.
Yeah.
Full stop. This was a great match too. bloody as fuck. It was the only match somebody bled in, and Moxley poured buckets in this one.
Oh yeah, he made sure to make up for the lack thereof.
Yeah, he was just like, time to Eddie Guerrero this shit.
But no, and that's the thing. Like, I thought it would have been very cool to see Tanahashi win the belt, but I didn't even have a preference here. I was just in for the ride.
Oh,
I saw dollar signs in either option.
I think the biggest deciding factor was we need a champion who is going to be on our weekly television program.
Yeah. And that was another thing too, is juggling that. A lot of people said, well, why have an interim champion if he's not even going to be there either? Well, no, he would still be there. I think it would probably be every other week. And at that point, it does make having the champion feel more special. But at the same point, I completely understand wanting your champion there every week. I get it. Like, no, dude. And Tanahashi could not have realistically done that schedule of going to America, to Japan every single week.
Yeah.
No, like, you can't expect that. So, like I said, every other week would have been fine. But Moxley as champ, also great. Like, dude, awesome. Loved it.
Same. And Forbidden Door was, again, from top to bottom, was well worth the money spent.
Oh, yeah.
So if anybody out there, like, I know we just gave away all the endings and shit like that, but I know people out there that don't care. They just, like, you can hear the ending to a match, but there's something different about just watching it anyway.
Mm-hmm.
This is probably one of my favorite pay-per-views in the last, like, probably 10 years, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I agree.
We're going to take a quick break, and then we'll come back and discuss Blood and Guts, the match, and the Royal Rampage and its winner. You're listening to the Super Media Bros podcast on the OddPods Media Network. Don't fucking leave, or we'll be forced to give you the Stone Cold Stunner or some shit. Hey, you right there.
Wait, me?
Yeah, you. Got Bush?
Yeah.
Yeah, you definitely do if you haven't tried the best products from our sponsor, Manscaped.
Tell me more of this Manscaped you speak of.
Well, taking control of your bush is important. And their products are so good, you're going to be showing pride in your new bush-free yard. It's a fact that you're going to have the best-kept nut sack on the cul-de-sac. You can save big and be the most hygienic version of yourself by using our discount code SUPER for 20% off and free shipping at manscaped.com. Whether you're looking to go bald like an eagle, or like Devin and I, or if you're just in need of a safe trim, Manscaped is dedicated to helping you level up your full body grooming game. And how do you do that? We recommend the Performance Package 4.0.
4.0?
4.0.
You mean they perfected what was already perfected 3 times?
Yes. Inside this package is the Lawnmower 4.0. This electric trimmer is a bush's worst nightmare. It's like worse than Freddy Krueger. However, unlike his razor gloves, this trimmer is designed to reduce grooming accidents and shave hair on loose skin, thanks to a ceramic blade and their advanced skin-safe technology.
No blood?
No blood.
That's a game changer.
Absolutely, it's a game changer. There's also no need for night vision goggles because this trimmer has an LED light to allow you to mow your lawn in the dark.
Does it have a magnifying glass? My pee-pee is very small.
It's basic landscaping, dude. So when you trim the hedges, the tree stands taller. You're not going to need that magnifying glass anymore.
Nah, dude. I'm gonna need it. Sometimes I piss on my sack because I got tall balls.
Well, the second best tool in the performance package is the Weed Whacker. I know what you're thinking. You won't lose any more length. This is a fine-tuned nose and ear hair trimmer that will make sure those nasty nose pubes are under control. Need some pep in your step? Instantly add some with the Crop Preserver Ball Deodorant and the Crop Reviver Spray-On Testy Toner. You can make those tall balls shine. When you purchase this performance package, you're going to get 2 free gifts. The Shed Travel Bag and the patented high-performance reduced chafing Manscaped Boxers. Because when you have a package this nice, you gotta gift wrap it. They have a bunch of other products on the website to help you maximize your confidence and grooming game as well. Get 20% off plus free shipping with our code SUPER at manscaped.com. You know, Kate Bush may be trending at the moment, but your bush needs some help. Again, Get 20% off with free shipping at manscaped.com using our code SUPER. It's time for you to level up from the Amazon to the Amadong with the ultimate bushwhacking tools from Manscaped.
Hi, I'm Shannon.
I'm Jamie.
We're Married with Television, marriedwithtv.com. We are a couple of Hollywood normies on the outskirts of the film and TV industry, and we talk about our favorite TV shows, music, and movies, and sometimes they talk back to us.
Sometimes they do.
Our podcast is Married with Television, one word, on Stitcher, Spotify, iTunes, and SoundCloud.
Possibly Amazon soon. And we are a proud member of the OddPods Media Network.
Married with TV!
MarriedWithTV.com.
All right, let's talk about Blood and Guts, because obviously the whole Dynamite episode was based around this match. And I mean, we had matches on the card. These matches were good, but like Luchasaurus gets a complete makeover as a heel with Christian Cage,
which is great.
He looks good. Please keep it that way.
Yeah, he came out looking like some fucking Kane shit.
Yup. Orange Cassidy has a great match with Ethan Page. Scores the victory. Please keep Orange Cassidy on this fucking winning train. Fun match was the 6-man tag match where Max Caster and Gun Club were challenging Danhausen because they're all tired of being called the Ass Boys, and fucking Danhausen comes out and he's just like, I got some guys that can kind of wrestle, I guess, and it's fucking FTR. You know, that if anybody out there was watching Danhausen's blog, he kept pestering FTR to be able to manage them for $20. He's like, you're going to give Danhausen stacks of money? And he was like, $20. And I'm like, God damn, he sounds like Master Shake from Aqua Teen Hunger Force.
Well, the best part is whenever he had the cameo of Bret Hart and Dax was just like, damn it, you're hired.
Yeah, exactly. I fucking love that shit.
And that's the thing about AEW that I really enjoy is that the fans are so, like, a lot of people make fun of us for being kind of like internet nerds. AEW uses that to its advantage.
They know their audience, dude.
Yeah, and so something that happens online, it's going to get addressed on the show. And I don't know. I really like that.
I love Danhausen. I think he's being used extremely well.
Yes, absolutely.
Again, a fun fucking match. They won that one. Jade Cargill and Layla Gray, which I thought this was kind of odd.
Story progression?
I guess. I mean, Layla Gray loses, but then Stokely Hathaway like whispers something into her ear and she goes up in there and helps beat the piss out of fucking Athena and Statlander.
I'll see how it goes from here. If it's a one-off, then it's odd. And it probably will be, but yeah, I mean, if they keep it going, then okay.
Yeah. The main event, which was damn near an hour long.
Yeah.
Is the Blood and Guts match, which for those of you out there that have never seen this or haven't heard of it, is pretty much a revamp of War Games. So you got Eddie Kingston, Ortiz, and Santana with the Blackpool Combat Club. And it was Yuta, Claudio, and Moxley wrestling the Jericho Appreciation Society. And there's a lot of entertainment happening in this match. I mean, JAS come out looking like a fucking combination of Devo and Clockwork Orange.
That's definitely what I got was Clockwork.
Yeah. This match definitely lived up to the hype again. Matt Menard and Angelo Parker took some fucking abuse in this match.
Which one of them looked like a fucking crucified Jesus at one point?
Parker.
Bruh.
That motherfucker hanging upside down on the outside of the cage is a fucking death metal album cover.
It was. And here's the thing is, I saw him out of the corner of the screen at one point before that. And I was like, motherfucker, is he going to bleed out? And my buddy Buck, he was like, what do you mean? Oh, God.
Yeah.
What the fuck, yo?
Yeah, dude. It was crazy. Like, there was so fucking much happening in this match. It's not that we couldn't keep up with it, but god damn, like, there's 12 people in this fucking thing, okay? I realize it doesn't start with that many, but there's 12 people in this fucking match.
And I'll be damned if Claudio did not look like a star yet again.
Oh, yeah, of course. What I think is a really good story that's going to come out of this is the finish, which we'll get to in a minute. But Garcia, Menard, and Parker and Yuta, probably more than anybody, got that extra boost of star power from this. Because like Menard and Parker, I mean, Garcia is great. Menard and Parker got put with Jericho to give them a big rub. They fucking needed it, because I'm not going to lie. I only ever knew them as 2.0. For the longest time, I was like, I don't know their fucking names. And that's bad.
Dude, and Garcia, to me, I would actually like if he turns on them at some point.
I brought that up to you, and I loved your reaction. You were just like, yes.
Yeah.
It's like, what if Garcia gets pissed off? Because he does not get along with Guevara in storyline. They just don't. Like, he fucking hates Guevara. Which is really fucking weird, because on the other side, there is some storyline / possibly real life beef between Claudio and Kingston.
I don't think it's real.
I know, but that's what they're selling us on. And it's funny because
Kingston's so fucking good. And Claudio just looks at him like, okay, you're still on it. Okay.
Yeah, but what I thought was cool is like you can see them like very much making sure the camera is on the two of them and picking up their audio when they're speaking to each other. And they're on the same page, and they seem to be friendly with one another, putting aside the shit. And it's cool in storyline. It's like, okay, they're getting along. The finish of the match, which, by the way, there were forks, there was blood, there was fucking barbed wire bats, chairs, tables, you name it. It got fucking used. Oh, unfucking fortunately, Santana has a fucking injury from this match.
Yeah, I read a weird report, like, and this is just on the rumor mill. Could be nothing. Could be something. I don't know. Santana's looking to leave, apparently.
I don't know anything about that, but he went for the Uranagi. And he came down really fucking weird on his left leg. And after that happened, he rolled over to the side of the cage and was never seen again.
And like I did notice.
He tried to fight and collapsed again. Like he was on the outside of the ropes and he tried to fight somebody, but he fell the fuck over.
Which is a shame, because of that tag team, to me, he's the star.
Of course. I don't see them leaving. It would be weird if they did, because...
Well, no, it's based off of the report that I read. It was just Santana.
Is he not happy with this position?
Basically. And him and Ortiz are actually, so again, just based off of what I read, I don't take this as a real report from myself, but I'd read like, oh yeah, and him and Ortiz are actually not getting along right now. He's doing a lot of solo bookings without him, blah, blah, blah. I don't know. Apparently, he had made some tweets of saying soon, 100 and whatever the fuck days, things like that. I've not fact checked this myself, but I don't know.
Look, I'll be honest. If that's the best move for him, then so fucking be it. Because
chase that money,
dude. Look, I love Santana and Ortiz. Of all the people that this company hired on, they have been the most grossly misused.
Correct.
They should have had a championship run by now.
Oh, yeah. I feel like we come back to this just on one-on-one discussions, like every, 4 months?
Yeah. It's fucking sad. But the finish of this match is on top of the cage where Kingston and Claudio have Jericho, and I want to say Matt or Angelo. I can't remember which one. Oh, first of all, Guevara got yeeted off the top of the fucking cage through a big fucking staged ass table thing, and it looked fucking awesome because there was a drink that just did a fucking like that drink landed the shooting star press better than Brock Lesnar at WrestleMania 19. Okay,
shout out to Sammy for finally learning how to fucking sell. The man was never to be seen or heard from again for the rest of the match.
He just disappeared.
I loved his little eyelid twitch that he was doing.
Sammy is good, okay? I love that kid.
I know. I love him as a performer, but I got to give him a little bit of shit every now and again.
Of course, man.
Just because his personal decisions have kind of set him up for it.
True. I still want to give that man a hug, though. I don't give a fuck.
I know. I have his autograph if it means anything. Like, I like Sammy.
Yeah. So the story on this finish is that Kingston had Jericho in the same fucking finisher that he beat him with at Full Gear. Claudio puts old boy in the sharpshooter at the same time. Claudio makes old boy tap out, and Kingston was kind of pissed off because he wanted to get the win for his team by making Jericho fucking tap. And Kingston was visibly frustrated, and Claudio was like, dude, we fucking won. Yes. Like, he was excited for his team. And I'm starting to see the seeds getting planted where this is going to be the basis for this feud, where Claudio's not doing it on purpose, but Kingston is totally taking it as Claudio trying to upstage him.
Mm-hmm.
Perfect. You don't need a whole bunch else. The coal is already a little warm. You just need to put a little more lighter fluid in a match on that motherfucker, because that shit's about to blow up.
I know, and I'm just so happy because I love Claudio. I love Eddie. That sounds great.
Do it.
Oh, by the way, you could visibly tell that Mox was afraid of heights climbing up that fucking cage.
Oh my fucking God. You know, it was funny because Claudio was legitimately like holding his hand out to him, like, I got you, bro. And Mox was just like, You can fucking see him in his face, like,
And apparently, like, after the fact, like, the ref went up to Mox and was like, you good? Yeah, I just fucking hate heights. He's like, me too, bro. And he just wrapped his arms around him like a safety vest. And somebody responded to that picture and said, yeah, I was at the event. Mox was the very last one to climb down, and he climbed super slow.
Dude, another thing. You know how you can, like, read lips pretty good on this programming? So, I think Kingston may have, like, legit tweaked his back just a little, because he was visibly kind of like about it. And you could see Claudio kind of bend down, like, legitimately, like, you good? And I swear on everything, this is probably not exactly, but close to what Kingston said, because from what I could read on his lips, he was like, yeah, I'm good, man. I think I just fucked my back up a little. And he was laughing about it. Like, you know, like, nobody's looking at me. I can crack kind of a smile and break character for like a split second, because he was trying to help him up, and he was just like, yeah. And Claudio was just like, hey, you good? He's like, yeah, I think I fucked my back up. It's like, oof, shit. But yeah, that was Blood and Guts. And just before we started recording, they did the Royal Rampage, a 20-man 2-ring battle royal, obviously taped on the same night as Blood and Guts was.
Don't kill kayfabe.
I'm not. To fucking determine who the #1 contender for Moxley's title is going to be. And long story short, the rules were kind of weird, where it was like, okay, you have 10 people on the red ring and then 10 people in the blue ring. And then the winner of each ring wrestles under battle royal rules. Okay, whatever the fuck. But of all the people, it came down to Brody King and Darby Allin.
Okay, so as far as like the last two, yeah, like that, either one would have been great. As a fan, I wanted Darby, you know, just because I'm sure him and Mox would have yet another great match together. As booking, Brody makes more sense. Give him a bigger, badder opponent. So either way, I was like, I'm sold. Fucking, at one point, Brody just yeeted Adam Page out of the ring whenever he went to go hit the buckshot lariat, and I thought that shit looked fucking sick.
Oh, yeah.
Just because that, dude, the psychology there just makes so much sense.
The audible, from the crowd, because they were not expecting Page to get fucking yeeted.
Not like that either, because, you know, they were all thinking the same thing I was, where it's like, holy shit, that makes sense.
Right.
Like, you set yourself up for that. And then whenever he eliminated Darby, he just grabbed that fucker in a chokehold and just dangled him.
Yeah, he was on the apron. He pulls Darby over the rope out to the apron with him. Sleeper chokehold. Darby goes like legit limp. Obviously, it's kayfabe limp, but he makes it look good.
Yeah, he does.
He goes like, he's like dead. He is basically the I Love Turtles kid ragdoll. And Brody just drops him like a fucking brick. It's just on the ground. And Brody King wins. And now I'm sitting here going, fucking A, we got Moxley and King in a match? Jesus fucking Christ. That is a big boy. I swear to God.
Dude, that match is going to be fire.
If it's anything like Mox and Brody, fucking hell.
Yeah, I know.
Because, God, rest in peace, Brody Lee. Fucking shit. But, dude, Brody was a fucking hoss.
Yeah, he was, dude. But that motherfucker could move.
Yes. Like, oh, I miss Brody so much, dude.
We all do.
I think this match is going to be fucking fantastic. Because John is sitting there John is looking at Brody King like, I can lay this shit in.
Oh, yeah.
Because Mox likes to work that fucking snug ass, in-ring style, and fucking, I know that dude, probably, and I say this lovingly, that dude probably beats off to strong style. It's not even funny. He's just like, that's, yes. He's just looking at that big fucking man meat, and he's like, I'm gonna just lay my entire goddamn arm and shoulder into him when I fucking chop him.
Let's get trashy in the ring.
That shit gonna be.
Oh, yeah.
You're gonna fucking smack him, and he's like, fuck. Brody gonna no-sell that shit, too.
Oh, yeah. He gonna dust his peck off.
Mox is gonna roll in there and slap him so hard, and Brody's gonna look down and be like, man, you fucked up my tattoo. Yeah, he really gonna fuck him up, man.
Do it again. Harder. Was that supposed to hurt?
God damn. It would be fucking hilarious if he just chopped him so hard the whole shit blew up. There's nobody left. It's like sharing cockroaches. They're just gonna stay after an explosion, okay? They're just fucking standing in the ring. His hair is all, you know what I'm talking about?
The fucking stadium explodes like the scene from Akira.
I was thinking the same fucking thing, dude. And they're just standing there after it's done. Just like, oh, you guys. Fucking Marv from Sin City. Is that the best you could do, you pansy? Oh, fuck. I can't wait to see that match.
Oh, yeah.
Visit supermediabrospodcast.com for past, present, and future episodes. Check out all the other shows on the OddPods Media Network by visiting oddpodsmedia.com. Buy some merchandise, subscribe to us on YouTube, follow us on social media, leave us a rating and review on Podchaser, GoodPods, Spotify, or Apple Podcasts. That's a mouthful. Speaking of mouthful, I want to go eat a hamburger.
Dear God. Yeah, I got 200 calories left to play with, so I'm going to give me a little snacky.
Let's go get a sandwich.
All right.
Thanks for hanging out with us, everybody. This has been the AEW New Japan Pro Wrestling Forbidden Door / AEW Blood and Guts review. Until next time, I'm Richie.
No, I'm Devin.
Shades on.
We're off.